I'm telling you, I would eat 30 cookies, 9 scoops of ice cream a day, and like 4 pounds of soup.
Yeah. I've seen him put back ice cream. That's confirmed. You could definitely. Yeah.
You would just find me in the broth, the giant container, just with a straw, sucking it down.
Yeah. It would just be souping into you. Get it there.
That's nope, you're done.
From Maine's cold coast to Connecticut pride, Vermont's green hills, take it all in stride. Massachusetts traffic, we grip and we grind with a Dunkin' iced coffee and no peace of mind. So New England stands up proud. Chowder thick, we shout it loud. From Fenway Chance to Rhode Island tide, New Hampshire's cry, live free or die. So New England with Ian Brownhill.
Good friggin' morning from New England, folks. Welcome back to episode 8 of the So New England podcast Business Spotlight. I am your host, Ian Brownhill, joined by my co-host, Robert Travisano. All things life's better in New England. So New England podcast producer, Vinny Chen's behind the lens, wearing a very cool upside-down Dunkin' hat, as our guest pointed out today. So shout out to Dunks for that.
Yeah, it's crisp.
It is very crisp. Speaking of crisp, we've got someone who's chefing it up in the kitchen, doing a lot of really cool local things. So RJ, please tell us who today's guest is for our business spotlight.
Let's ride. Today's guest and also fellow roadie joins us today to slang some of her delicious soups and scoops with us. And when I tell you our guest comes with flavor, I do not mean just her personality. We've talked tons of food on this pod, but this guest brings a whole new meaning to delicious. If you haven't seen her socials or been to her spot, here is your why, your what, and any other reason, because it's a crime. Straight to jail. We welcome professional ice cream slinger and owner of Lily Soups and Scoops, the electric Lily Scoop.
How was that?
That was fucking phenomenal.
And first and foremost, before we even get started, please, if you don't mind just showing the screen very clearly your shirt here.
This is a birthday present.
Soup slut.
And it's the best thing anyone's ever given me. So everybody else can just take note.
I love it. That is a very, very clever, fun shirt. Now, my favorite part about this is you are going to be episode 8 of the Business Spotlight, and we just interviewed your husband, Brad, or Scott Volkswagen, for number 7. So back to back. Look at you guys go. But as we agreed, yours is going to be more fun, and it's going to be...
Yeah.
Yes.
That was mandatory. 100%.
You did say that in the pre-pod notes. Yeah, yes.
More fun, more engaging. Sorry,
100% every time.
Lily, thank you very much for jumping on with the podcast today. We love having you here in studio. I'm sure you're a very busy gal.
The pleasure's mine. Well, it's soup weather right now. We're like listening to the thunder rumble outside. It is coming down, and I actually brought a bevy of soups for you gentlemen to
I can't
try.
Wait. I do love me a good soup. I'm a soup for dinner kind of guy. How about you guys? You guys?
Depends on the soup. I've been dabbling a little bit more over the years.
Oh, I love that, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna get into soup talk while we do this. Yeah. All right, first, Lily, let's hear the backstory. How did Lily Soups and Scoops come to life?
It started with bone broth. Do you guys know what bone broth is?
I do.
Cool.
I've heard it by all of the Instagram and TikTok gurus that talk about the health benefits of bone broth.
I know. I sort of hate hearing about it from them because like I want to talk to like everybody's like ancestral grandmas about it.
Right.
Because it's what's old is new again. And you know, it's like a 19-year-old on TikTok being like, oh my God, have you seen this? It's a skirt with shorts underneath it. And it just makes me want to die. But bone broth is something that I started making when my son was born. He's 11. And when he was 3 months old, he got RSV, which is just a rhinovirus. And, you know, when we get it as like healthy adults with normal immune systems, we just get a cold and we're kind of gross and phlegmy. When babies get it and when the elderly get it, it is a virus that really attacks mucus production. It makes it hard to breathe. So I had this like little oven roaster 3-month-old, like he was this big and he was struggling to breathe and like gasping for breath. And now there's a vaccine for it, but there wasn't 11 years ago. And we had just couldn't do anything with him to give him any kind of relief. And like hearing an infant like have kind of sleep apnea where you're getting that like level of silence and then was horrifying.
Brutal.
So actually, a dear friend of mine who is a doula, because they're the nicest people in the world. If you ever need to feel like loved and held, like call a doula. And she said to me, hey, like you're already making broth in your home. Just have you heard of this thing called bone broth? Among its like many wonderful attributes, it helps your body create healthy mucus production. And that is what my baby was not doing. And so I filled a pot with bones and let it cook for like overnight, and it made like a really rich, meaty broth. And I called our pediatrician, and he said, you know, yes, you can give your baby, you know, bone broth. Like that's weird, but it's fine. And I put it into a bottle with some milk in it at first, and he enjoyed it. And then I just like gave him every feeding for like a day, like a 24-hour period, bone broth in his bottle, and he got better in a day and a half.
Wow.
And usually it's like a 2-week virus.
Magic.
So yeah, we were sort of believers. I made a big soup for us because we were also sick, but not to the level that he was. And, you know, it made us feel better. And then I like broth bombed my friends and family. I made a bunch of it and I froze it and I just like put it on their steps because I knew that they were sick. And I like drove away texting like, I'm not coming in. Tell me if you like it. And then friends kind of came back to me and said like, can you make me more of this? Like, can I pay you? Is that weird? And it turns out it was not weird. And I started a company in my kitchen. And then you can't do that in Rhode Island. So then I did all the things with like finding a friend who had a restaurant that I could cook in. And then very quickly built a commercial kitchen with another food business. And then took over the whole lease and turned what was offices in my commercial kitchen into my soup and ice cream shop. And so now we make all of our soups, we make it with bone broth as the base. And we have 4 soups that we try to have every day. They're our permanent menu. They are our tomato basil soup, chicken and rice, chicken noodle, obviously, and Portuguese kale because we don't fuck around.
Yep.
And
Hell yeah.
all of those things are like 4 best sellers. It's what everybody asks for. It's what we like. If you come to see me and I'm out of any of those 4 soups, like wellness check because something is wrong.
Yeah.
We bake fresh bread every day, so you get a bite of our homemade bread with your soup.
What kind of bread is it?
It's an artisan like white boule. It
Okay,
is
gotcha.
like she is very unremarkable, but perfect in her own way. You will not forget her, but you maybe don't remember her name. And
Sounds like a Coliseum night.
yeah,
I'll take that.
she'll haunt your dreams.
Definitely a Coliseum night then.
That's so gross. And from there, we throw in like other guest star soups on the menu every day. So things are always, changing. And that can be just because like a customer comes in and they're like, this is my grandmother's recipe. Do you want to make this? Yes, I do. P.S. Like tell everyone I 100% want to do that. Or it's like I'm inspired by a seasonal grocery item. Somebody brings in like a cool squash. Let's make a soup with that. That's weird, fun. So basically anything that will give me that like juice to like keep going and stay creative and, try new things. Fan favorites. Like we just rotate everything in. And then we have Warwick ice cream, which is like
Staple.
you just can't
Best of the
improve
best.
upon it. They're so great. God. And just brought in bubble tea. So
Ooh,
that's
very
been
cool.
really fun. I'm always baking up goodies. I have lots of like gluten-free options and vegan baking items too. And we do grilled cheese sandwiches with our fresh bread.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And we're doing wraps for the summer and we do iced teas and iced coffees and
I would be
all the good
willing to
things.
put soup and grilled cheese up against almost anything
Oh,
for
yeah.
one of the most elite meals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, fight
Especially
me
a
about
little
it.
tomato basil.
yeah.
Tomato basil with the Now with the grilled cheeses, is that just the cheese or do you zhuzh up a little bit? Sometimes some people do bacon or ham or turkey.
Yep.
What's your process?
The classic in my shop is a combo of Gouda and cheddar.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
100%.
I do that joke every
There
time.
you go.
Sorry.
I'm proud of you for that.
I'm getting there. That joke.
You 1 of 2 for the night.
It's a so a Gouda.
You could work in my kitchen.
There we go.
Actually. Yeah,
Yes.
that's generally the tone.
It's actually the only job I haven't had my entire
Truly?
adult life is working in a kitchen.
Probably a good
I've had
reason.
like every job you can think of prior to becoming a TikToker, which I'm so proud in my 30s. But here I am, and I can proudly say I've done everything but a kitchen work.
Oh, there you
Quite
go.
literally. So
I agree.
who knows? TikTok,
it. Listen,
TikTok is always ebb and flow. I might need to
That's right.
need a little kitchen experience.
That's right. It is early in your lifetime, good
Yes.
sir.
That's what I like to.
It lasts
That's what I
about
like to
half a
say is
shift.
I'm picking the grays out of my beard and the side of my hair.
I'm never going to be your gray-haired friend. Yeah. Absolutely not. Also, my shop is right next door to like a really fabulous hair salon. So like
wonderful.
if I don't do something about it, they just tie me down. Just like honestly, like I'm 45, fuck me up, it's fine.
Just die away.
Yep.
What is the process for rendering the bone broth out of the bones? Because and like how long does that process take? Where do you source your bones from?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's like an intricate process. You don't want to get them from just anyone. Is it local? I'd love to hear the story for all that.
Yes. So we have 3 flavors of bone broth. We have beef bone broth, which has the most of all the things that makes bone broth bone broth. So it's the most protein, it's the most glucosamine chondroitin. It has all 9 amino acids, and it has a ton of flavor. It's awesome. That takes 3 days to cook in a kettle. So I have a really large like commercial 40-gallon kettle. Like you guys could sit in it together. It's a bathtub, like it's giant. And
Challenge accepted.
Can't
see,
wait.
I told you I wanted
Can't
to
wait.
do this in my kitchen.
Can't wait.
Reasons.
Pause the episode. We're going to the kitchen.
Can't promise it'd be bone broth after though.
So I do source all of my bones locally, luckily enough. Rhode Island has awesome ranchers. I don't know that like that is a thing that we talk about a lot, but there's a lot of like really beautiful meat farming here that, among our beautiful produce and all the things that we do well, it's another thing that we do well.
Absolutely. The like northwest corridor of Rhode Island is forgotten about. People like don't really
Agree.
talk about it, and they like it that way, which is why you never hear them saying, "What about us?" Like everything is always like, "Oh my God, Providence and Newport," and it's just like,
Yeah.
And when people are like, "Oh, you're very country and you're from Rhode Island, how is that possible?" I'm like, we actually have quite a bit of like country living out here.
Agree.
Just
Yeah.
on the west side, just to go west of 95 and you'll be fine. Everyone just lives on the east side is the problem.
True. It is problematic. But I work with some really great farmers. Shout out actually to Quidnick Farm and New England Grass Fed. It's just people who are doing it like the old school way, like really, really, really beautiful cattle. And I have done like a comparison where you take like, standard conventionally raised meat versus like a grass fed program, and it's not even the same product.
Really?
At the end. No.
There you go. I love that.
It's amazing.
A lot of people say that when it comes to their gut and their gut health and things like that. Remember Impact Theory?
Oh yeah.
Tom Bilyeu's wife was like that, and that's kind of how I started learning about
Gut health and taking care of it.
and how like the better food options are out there. So that's really cool that you actually took the time to do that.
Good.
It says a lot about you.
It's a great avenue to find yourself, if you're looking to, heal anything that has to do with the gut, which is, I feel like we learn more about it every day.
So true.
And,
Almost too much.
yeah, it's hard to sort of sort through what makes sense for you and what you can set aside.
Right.
But bone broth in its essence is simple. It's a really, really simple thing that is done simply and like just tastes like it tastes. It's not like we're not, making like infused foams in Lily's Soups and Scoops. Like, don't food fuck me, please. Like, I can't. It makes me crazy. But, the things that we do are just like deep and rich in flavor and good for your belly.
I love that.
Good for your babies. Good for your mommies.
And
all the things.
what bone is being used specifically of the animal part, and how many bones do you fit in there?
Yeah.
And what exactly does it come from the marrow, or like, because I'm like, I always think of like a bone and I think there's marrow on the inside. Is that what melts out and creates the broth? Like
All of it.
all of it.
All
Okay,
of it
cool.
works. Yeah. So in making beef bone broth, we are using many, many, many tens of pounds to make a commercial batch like I do. So when you're at home and you want to do this for yourself, which I encourage everyone to do because it's cool. You can put a pot on your stove. If you don't love the idea of that going for days at a time, get your Instapot, get a slow cooker, put it in your garage because, your whole house will smell like beef bone broth, and whether you want that or not is 100% your own personal decision.
I'd have to smell it first.
Yeah, just like, well, you know what? You could, again, come to my kitchen.
Yes, I'll be visiting. Don't you worry.
So a rule of thumb is sort of like fill your vessel with bones. And when you are going to buy bones from any of your local farmers, you're going to say that you just like soup bones, and they're going to give you like basically cut up sections, like cross sections of bones. And so you're going to get something from really all parts of the animal. Like there isn't sort of a bone part that doesn't make sense for this. And when you cut into the bones, you automatically expose the surface area that then allows marrow to leach out into the water. So you're going to fill your vessel with bones, and then you're going to fill it with water, and then you're going to hit it with like a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And what that does is that helps leach the nutrients from the bones into the water. And so because you're not bringing this to like a high heat boil, you're not like high heat pasteurizing this product, you're never taking it to a point where you're degrading the protein levels. So what I do is I cook my beef bone broth for 3 full days. And what that does is it eliminates pathogens because, that is a really long time to take something to a boil.
Yeah.
But it also gives these like beautiful bones the opportunity to, leach all of that nutrient density into the broth. And then we add, vegetables and like yummy things on the last day to sort of brighten up the flavor and make it super delicious. And, and we add ginger to our beef bone broth and a couple of other things that are on the labels. There's full transparency in everything that I make and do. And you just take that and cook with it. It's a frozen product. You can buy it in our freezers. And you can knock it around. People are like, can I bring it to a boil? Like, what if I thaw it out and then it's in my refrigerator for a couple of days? Is that okay? Like, yep, it's fine. Like, she is tough. She is your grandma. She is so like nothing will surprise this product. It's great. You can sip it like medicinally at night, like tea. You can do that anytime, honestly. And we do sell we have a broth bar in my shop so that you can just like grab a hot mug of broth to go. We have a couple little like flavor stir-ins to make it, yummy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, totally.
And all of the soups that you offer, are they often, is there versatility in the fact that people can come in and have the soup right then and there? Do you warm it up for them? And they also come frozen so that you can take them home and do all the things with it?
Yes, the bone broth comes frozen.
Okay.
And you can buy that in my shop, and you can buy it at a small independent grocery stores like around Rhode Island and regionally throughout New England. And in the shop, our soup is mostly sold hot to go.
Okay.
And except I brought you guys gazpacho today. So she's chili, which is by design. And yeah, I'm trying to think of, every once in a while, I do freeze a couple of our soup flavors, and you can buy some quarts of them from the freezer. Something that doesn't have a lot of potatoes in it, because I don't find that potatoes freeze and then thaw well. Like it's not going to be super pleasant in your bowl. It's all going to mush apart. Yeah. So yeah, that's... But not always. So
I guess this is a learning conversation for me because if the bone broth, how do you get bone broth to like the tomato basil soup that you have there?
So
because I'm like, I don't know how soup actually works. So I'm like, this is actually fascinating, but I don't know. I just assumed that tomato basil was just smashed up tomatoes. So how does the bone broth play into that?
Right. So you did ask me that earlier, and I think I went on a tangent.
No, that's okay.
I have 3 flavors. So we've got our beef bone broth, which you now know takes 3 days, and we're, getting it from local farmers. I have chicken bone broth, which also comes from local farmers. Buffoni Chicken Farm is in Johnston. They are like a 6th generation Italian-American poultry farmer. They know how to do the birds. They are fabulous. We love them. And I have a veggie mineral broth. And so the veggie mineral broth is a vegan product. It is super delicious. It has a whole host of like kind of unusual ingredients in it that I think are awesome for a myriad of reasons. I add, so carrots, onions, celery, that's like the holy trinity of soup, right? Everybody's nodding.
Yes, love
So
it.
that's good. So that's in all of our broths. In the veggie mineral broth, we also have like leeks, we have sweet potatoes, we have Atlantic seacoast kelp, which adds a salinity and like an umami to it. Also turns the broth like a darker color, so you're getting, I think you get the feel of like something that's really rich in that. We add juniper berries because they are antifungal. We add garlic because that is antimicrobial for the vegan belly. Like all these yummy, lovely things that we, get to sort of put in there. And that cooks for a solid 24 hours, same way that the protein broth does. So it gets a ton of flavor, a ton of mineral density into that end product, and we strain out everything in all of these products. And then, so your broth is really like just a broth. There's nothing in that. And then you either use that to cook with, or you drink it by itself.
Lovely.
Yeah. And so that goes in the tomato basil soup.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Science.
She's veggie.
So, that's actually a good point, which leads to my next question. Is culinary like a passion for you? What led you to here? Were you always cooking? And how did you learn all of this stuff? This is not, because you're not just speaking on it, you're defining it, you're going into the intricate details. And as he said, the science behind it, it's not very surface level for you. So what kind of led you down this path?
Okay. So I have a super useful degree. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is, but you have to promise not to give me a job offer.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try my best.
RJ.
You better. Let's hear it.
We might be looking for one, so who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a degree in French literature and language studies.
Oh, God damn it. Did we not just post that on Indeed? That's exactly what we need for the podcast.
We're moving to France. Fun fact, I took French. That was my favorite. I didn't take Spanish. I was French.
I love it.
I can say I am RJ, and that is it.
Je m'appelle.
Ooh, well done. Yep,
Nailed it.
love her.
What other French words I know?
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. That and what was the lady used to make us do the head, shoulders, knees, and toe? Tête, épaules, genoux, et pieds.
Well
J'ai des yeux
done.
en les pieds. Bouche des oreilles. Look at me go.
This is why he can't return
I'm
a
French,
text,
by the way.
because
French-Canadian.
all that brain
I never
space
talk
is
about that
filled
just
with
because-
that.
If people
'Cause
knew I was
let's
French-Canadian, people would be like, that explains the self-righteous, always think you're right attitude. And I'm like, whoa. Yes, it is, by the way.
Correct.
So I say Irish, people are like, well, where did that attitude come from? Anyways.
Amazing.
Oh boy.
Okay, so French literature, obviously
Cut
that
that
is
out.
a natural transition
Terrible.
into culinary.
Terrible.
Because every culinary story starts with a French education. So
So I never studied. I don't have a degree from JWU. I have not studied under anyone important, except that I'm half Italian, and my mother's family are some of the hardest kitchen bangers that you have ever met. All right?
I love it.
Like, we do not fight because we will cut you with our knives. Like, that is it. The
go.
kitchen is loud. It is delicious. Nobody has any idea what anybody else is saying. And like, shut up and eat your chicken piccata. Like, it's amazing. So like, my mother did go to Johnson & Wales. My, cousins did go to Johnson & Wales, like owned every kind of restaurant under the sun. Like, they are the reason I know what I'm doing at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I, like,
So there was already
started
like that
cooking
bone
at 10
was already
years
in the
old.
body. It was just naturally
Correct.
kind of already there as a skill set.
Correct. Yeah. Definitely.
And then you just passionately continued to dive into this, and I'm sure you probably had like
Yeah.
trial and error and
Yeah, well, I mean, that's I think learning so many
Yeah.
things, right? Like whether we're learning how to like build a home or fuck it up in the kitchen, like we need to know what to do and like what things go together and how those things play off one another well. And it's my creativity. Some people paint and some people write, and this is what I do. Like I get in the kitchen and I like talk to Julia Child and I'm like, what would go well with this? And she's like, a potato. And she's always right. So
I love that.
yeah.
So transition now into the ice cream. What was the choice behind that? Because hot and cold, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that just like a demand in the area? Which we also need to talk about location and the store itself. But
Fair.
let's focus on the ice cream for now. What was that decision like?
That is so in the shop, and it's really little. It's really just like restaurant is maybe like grandiose term for my space. It's like a little takeout cafe, and on the wall, on like the only wall behind the ice cream counter in neon is a few of my favorite things, and that is what is in my cafe. It's just like the things that I love. You know, when people are like soup and ice cream, you know, some people are kind of like, that's a funny pairing. And then I'm like, yeah, but
It's the best.
but think about it.
I know.
And they're like, oh my God, right. Yeah, I love soup. I love ice cream. It's like, yep, same. So that's it. It's like, I love both things. I love them in all the seasons. Like I do want ice cream in January because I'm a Rhode Islander.
Right.
And like, I do want soup in August, you know, for the same reasons. And maybe it's different soups. That's fine. But it's kind of always the same ice cream.
Yeah.
So like,
It's actually kind of criminal that the ice cream shops all shut down in Rhode Island and in New England as a whole.
your girl does not.
when in the winter.
I do not.
So you guys are hearing it first, my fellow Rhode Islanders. Lily's Soups and Scoops open year round for ice cream.
Yeah.
Not giving in to the pressure of everybody else closing because we all know it's just a cash front.
True.
Because this is Rhode Island after all.
Yeah.
Speaking of Italians.
Yep,
Any Hoosers.
yep.
So moving on.
Wow. There's
Sorry,
three of us here. Watch out, French boy.
Hey.
This is why I harp on being Irish. Any Hoosers. So where exactly is Soups and Scoops located?
It's on Broad Street in Cranston, just north of Patuxent Village.
Oh, okay. Patuxent Village is very underrated. I feel like that's still kind of like a Rhode Island gem. I wouldn't say that it's hidden because Rhode Islanders know about it, but I feel like there isn't a ton of tourism around there, is there?
No, I think that's right.
Maybe when there's like some, you know, like 4th of July and some
Yeah.
of the parades and stuff.
Yeah, but
people
that's
know.
more the homey stuff, though, because I feel like Cranston is much more like if you really look at Cranston and the innards of what it's about, especially in Rhode Island, I feel like that is like the truest form of Rhode Island you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Because you have all the stuff in Providence, which you know it does all the parades and it does all the fun stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot more modernization. When you go to Cranston, it's the mom and pop spots, the true Italians. You know, like
True.
they know what you're. They as soon as you said where it was, they're like, "Yep,
The
I
true
know exactly."
Italians.
Yeah, I had to get a little.
I love it.
We're doing a
The
lot
true
there.
Italians.
Yeah, there's
shoulders
3 of us
shake.
now. We got another one joining the pod. You know what I'm saying? Finna get the colors. Hey, how you doing?
So you do specials as well? Like, do you have like seasonal specials for the flavors?
Yeah.
What inspires those for you?
So I don't make the ice cream. Warwick ice cream.
Sorry, I meant the soup
Is-
specifically.
oh, for the
yeah.
soups?
Yeah. Do you do like specials like in the season, like in fall? Do we do like a little pumpkin? Do we do
You know
little,
it.
What is it? Squash?
Butternut
Butternut
squash.
squash. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Slaps.
So let me talk to you about squash.
Ooh,
All right.
talk to us.
There is a squash called the honey nut squash. Okay. She's perfect. It's like the butternut, but it's a baby. You can eat the skin. It's 4 times as sweet. It's like everything that you want butternut to be, but you have to, in order to get your butternut to taste like that, you have to add like orange juice and maple syrup and like, you know, roast it for 3 days. And honey nut's like, no, I'm just doing it.
I love
Guys.
this information. This is the information we need right here.
They're amazing.
Hell yeah.
But they're local. And so they're only seasonally available in the fall when they are.
Ah,
And
makes sense.
so when they're in, we do a fall squash soup. That's the name of it. And that's what it's made from. And it is fire. It is fire. Oh my God.
I'm so
Just-
fucking hungry right now. This is insane.
Guys, I brought you soup.
I know, but I'm just like,
This is great.
Because I love soup and I love ice cream. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's so funny that it's just like, it's so ironic in the best way, because when you started doing your ice cream thing, I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be the year I really dabble into ice cream, and all the ice cream I've eaten. Because I've never been an ice cream guy.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. It's just, and neither soup, because I can't do hot liquid. Like, I hate hot coffee.
Fair.
I just hate it.
Yes.
I'll, like you said about the ice cream in January, I'm
Yes.
like that. I'll walk around with my hand frozen from iced coffee. But like, I was like, this is the summer. I'm going to start I'm going to give me a little soup book. I got a crock pot at home ready to go. Like, I'm going to start diving in. And here we are. This is my motivation.
Hot take, you're going to start making soup?
Dog.
Yes.
Tell my, see what I got to deal with?
Wow. I can't wait. I can't wait. Maybe
You
we're going to
had
have
the
a
buff mac
special
and-
menu item where you
Dog.
bring in your homemade soup.
I'm just
Yo,
gonna,
let's
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
Let's do it. Get in the
RJ's
kitchen with me,
special
RJ.
soup.
RJ's special soup.
I have cooking experience.
Tell me what do you like? What is, if you're going to make a soup, what's going in it?
All the good stuff. That
The squash.
you were
The
talking
honey
about.
nut.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it a little thick, so maybe a little cornstarch in there. But we don't need anything too more sweet, since you got all that deliciousness in
True.
that little bitty squash. Maybe make it a little creamy. But I'm good with the tomato basil too, because
Tomato basil is my favorite.
with the delicious grilled cheese. Oh my God! All right, back to the episode. Stop. This is gonna cut this part out. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I say keep it in. I love it. So, if you were going to, someone walks into your shop and says, I want the ultimate experience. Take me through what people should get. Like, what is the go-to recommended soup on your menu from, like, in your personal opinion? What grilled cheese or sandwich should they have? A little concoction. And what ice cream are they polishing off after?
Okay, cool. So on my menu, I have a special called the Hangover Helper. And in the Hangover Helper,
love
you
it.
get a 24-ounce iced beverage of your choosing.
Sold.
You get a bowl, which is a 16-ounce portion. It's a pint of soup of any of my soups that are on my board for that day. You get a classic grilled cheese sandwich and a cookie.
Oh, you have cookies too?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. So that's your
Are those
Hangover
homemade
Helper.
cookies?
For a
Where are your
second.
cookies from?
Hold on. Can I be blunt for a second?
Talk
What
to
the
me.
fuck don't you have? You've dropped everything in this kitchen. There's cookies, there's soups, ice cream. Like,
Right?
what can we get?
Right.
Dude, it's that
That's-
French
that's all you need.
education, dude.
Yeah,
that's
true.
what it is.
That's all you need. I just have a few of our favorite things. Okay?
This is great.
That's what we do. That's all we do.
Are the cookies homemade too?
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Homemade cookies too?
Yeah. You think I'm going to like put my name
Yeah.
on a sign and be like, these are Walmart cookies?
I don't know.
No, that's not how we do it.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
How
With the
dare
French
you.
education, you know, the penny pinching, trying to make $1. That's how they
Absolutely
get.
not.
They get
That's
pretty
just your
cheap.
French people.
It is
Not us Italians.
Yeah, that's not my heritage.
We're Monday laundering through the Dairy Queen
That's
to keep
right.
this bad boy
Some
going.
shit maybe fell off a truck, but you're not going to know about it.
the truck that you happen to own, you know?
Yeah, I got a
Anyways,
truck. What's it to you?
a Volkswagen truck, by the way, TM. And what's the ice cream? What ice cream are we polishing off after the cookie? Now that I've got, you know,
I have 12 flavors of ice cream at any given time. We have all the hits that I love. Actually, Warwick Ice Cream has like a Rhode Island centric line. Do you guys know about this?
they have like the crumbling bridge,
Yeah.
right? The
It's
construction one.
They're
I
so
love it.
great. They're so great. So my shop is nut free. I have like a life altering allergy to almonds. So
geez.
I just sort
no
of
way.
made the decision like a couple years ago when it happened. It happened in my 30s. Yes. So like call me if anything weird happens
No
with you in like
way.
hives, because I can walk you through what you need to do.
No kidding.
Yeah. But
That's wild.
Does your child have a nut allergy as well?
no, I'm the only one.
Interesting.
And you
when-
just got it.
Yeah.
I have
was
like an antibiotic
36.
allergy that my mom got after she gave birth to me. So for 35 years, she didn't have like an allergy to antibiotics, and I have like a severe allergy to them, and now she has.
I know she does
So I was like,
too.
oh, I wonder if that's what it was, but interesting.
No, it's just wild out there.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Right? Tell me about
I
it.
don't know if that was the same thing. But
She said it, not me.
Yeah, I did say that. Like probably 15 years before y'all said it. So shut up.
Wow, what a just like a plethora of things to enjoy at your shop though.
Aw, that's
like
really
you really
kind.
do have something to hit.
I would
every
be
spot.
diabetic overnight.
No, because it's
But
like,
it's all healthy. But,
yeah, like we're doing
everything is healthy.
We're
Like,
doing
within
soup.
reason. But I'm telling you, I would eat
broth.
30 cookies,
Yeah.
9 scoops of ice cream a
true.
day, and like 4 pounds of soup.
Yeah,
Or
I've seen
4
him put back
ounces,
ice
40
cream.
ounces.
That's confirmed. You could definitely.
Yeah.
You would just find me in the broth, the giant container, just with a straw, sucking it down.
Yeah, it would just be souping into you. Get it there.
Yep, that's
Nope, you're done. You're done.
That was a good one.
Are we cutting that out, Ben?
No, we'll keep it all.
Okay.
No more
Keeping it all.
cuts.
Nothing's getting cut. This is too much fun. Hey, So New England listeners, we're going to take a brief break to let you know about something amazing going on right here in the local Providence, Rhode Island community. The Family Fun Fest is back and better than ever. Attorney Rob Levine, your heavy hitter, I know you know who he is. He's going to be giving away over 1,000. That's right. 1,000 free backpacks packed with school supplies to kids and families who need them most. So come join us August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the India Point Park, and please bring your family because it's going to be a great time, and even better, it's free. Come enjoy live music, food trucks, a petting zoo, and more. So don't miss Rob Levine's Family Fun Fest event where your heavy hitter steps up to bat for the community. All right, let's give like a New England centric question here because normally we do
Sure.
like a New England segment. So I'm gonna try and
Oh, I'm
focus.
familiar, by the way. I'm a fan.
We love that. We love a supportive queen. Clock it.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, we even got the sound. Ben was totally unsure about that. He like pressed the button and looked at me like, I don't know. You pressed the button.
I was waiting for it.
All right. If you could assign a soup to each New England state, which one of your soups would represent that state?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Locked and loaded.
I think Rhode Island is Portuguese kale
Makes perfect sense.
every time.
I met more Portuguese people in the state of Rhode Island than when I was in the Azores of Portugal.
That feels right. Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
Also, a phenomenal soup, by the way.
So good.
So good.
Oh, it's made with a blend of my beef and chicken bone broths.
Oh,
It's out of control.
that's where the soup slut slang comes from, right there.
I had to think about that one. I was
We
like, I
mix
can't believe
it
you just
up.
called her that. It's like,
We
oh,
mix
never
it
mind.
up. Yes, we do. Okay, Massachusetts is chowder
Love it.
every time. Okay.
Do you make your own chowder?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's so good.
I love chowder.
It's so good.
Damn.
I got to make some probably next week. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I think Vermont is my cleansing green soup, which we can talk about, but it's on the menu a lot. It's a fan favorite. People request it. It's really green. It's really good for you. It is all the things to everyone. It's fantastic. Vermont. Oh God, Maine. Maine might be a chili. Like
I could fuck up a chili any day of the week.
yeah, right? Like I do. Maine's my second favorite state in New England.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I heard you talking about golf the other day with, was it Mark Lewis?
Yeah, Mark, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big golfer, but my favorite course is in Maine.
Oh, okay. I've never golfed in
Ooh.
Maine.
Yeah.
Add that to
Sunday
our list.
River.
Yeah, we gotta.
Sunday River.
Sunday River's golf course? Oh,
yeah,
nice.
get it. It's the most stunning course that I think there is. It's like in the Mahoosic Mountains.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It's incredible.
I played the Omni Hotel in Mount Washington
This
past summer, and it
this
was
beats
like
it.
one of my favorite I've ever played.
No,
and I
this
played a
is
lot of places,
prettier.
but this was like gorgeous.
This is prettier.
I can't wait to go to Maine this summer
Hey, do it.
and get some
Okay.
chili, bean chili for the ride up.
Yeah, I'm going with that for sure. Okay. New Hampshire, I think is maybe a little spicy. It might be like a chicken and rice with like a good spice blend to it. You know, it's like live free or die, like it or don't, we don't care.
Yeah.
Like this is how we make it, you know, go away.
I love it.
And that
Sounds like New Hampshire.
Something spicy after the slopes.
Yeah.
word. Totally. And Connecticut, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have a Connecticut? Do you have a soup that
Hot
speaks
water?
to you for Connecticut? Yeah,
Just
I was
hot
like,
boiling
like
water.
something bland.
Yeah.
You go
Something
across the street to
bland.
Oneyville and you get the hot
No,
wiener water.
I will say
I do love a dirty water dog. That's my preferred hot dog. I also sell hot dogs, but only one kind of hot dog.
Mother of.
you have hot dogs too?
Yo, Central Falls Provisions is they're a local meat producer. They really only make things with pork. They're all Portuguese. Like they But I buy all of my charisse that goes in. Right.
Hell yeah.
So they brought me one day with my charisse order. They were like, yo, like we're starting to do hot dogs. Like tell us what you think, whatever. So they gave me a sample. We gave me like 6. And my chefs were like, I don't know, hot dogs? Like, all right. So they put them, we dirty water boiled them. Best way ever. And we ate all 6 of them. There were only 3 of us. We were like, okay, I guess these are going on the menu. They're fantastic. They're a little bit large. They're kind of spiced like a sausage. They're phenomenal. So good.
Okay. Is there any menu items that we're missing currently? Actually, wait. Connecticut. Confession. I go to Connecticut for some of my fall experiences.
Yeah.
We love Clyde Cider Mill. We grew up very close in Westerly, so it was right down the road. That's where we got all of. So like to me, fall is Clyde Cider Mill. So is that where we maybe have your butternut squash soup?
I think it might be like a maple pumpkin bisque.
I love it. That works because fall is very Halloweenish, fallish.
True.
You know, like most people, of course, the mountains and the foliage is great, but if I feel like Connecticut offers that gothic Halloween experience because there's a lot of roads in Connecticut that don't got a damn light on them.
Yeah.
And you're just driving back roads thinking, this is how it starts. This is how every horror movie begins.
That's where they shine.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's also
And
where
the
Gilmore
horrors of
Girls
our
is
mind.
from, Connecticut.
Oh, true.
So you know what I mean? Very fallish.
True. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go backtrack. What the hell don't you have in there? Like what are we missing that you have? Because I'm sure there's going to be something that you're going to
Cookies, soup, ice cream.
Yep, grilled cheese.
Broth, grilled cheese.
Throw in a hot dog. Hot dog grilled
dogs.
cheeses. I think you said that. Or am
Yeah.
I just crossing things? Is there hot dog grilled
You're
cheese?
hitting every.
If you want it, we can make you a hot dog grilled cheese. That's
I'm
weird.
going to go in there and ask
but
for
I'm
a
not
scoop
gonna
of ice
yuck your
cream.
yum.
Is there anything else on the menu? Like a tuna fish or chicken sandwich or something?
Teas.
Yeah,
Bubble
actually.
tea too?
Yeah, we just brought in bubble teas. That's mostly because I have a 13-year-old daughter who's obsessed with bubble tea, and I was like, all right,
As she should be.
I
They're
can
delicious.
do this.
I'm not going to lie.
Love a bubble tea.
I don't think I'm coordinated enough. When Dunkin' did the like flavor burst bubble tea version of their own,
Yeah.
I instantly choked. First sip. There was like 4 of them stuck in my throat. And I was like, what do I do? I thought about just like squeezing myself to pop it. I was like, I don't know what to do. It's like not. If you're not ready for it, it's kind of an experience.
I
Palate of a
agree with
toddler.
that. It is sort of like a varsity drink. Like you can't come in JV off the bench
Yeah.
and like understand.
And that was my entire career, JV off the bench. So
That's why
this
he
is
does
just like
this.
that is where I peaked. So
That was a
it
great
makes perfect
analogy you
sense.
just did
Fair.
there, Lily.
Fair. Okay.
Got him.
Okay. Understood.
So, but you do regular sandwiches too, or
Yeah.
because I did see on your story today that
started.
you had like a fire chicken Caesar wrap.
Exactly. Yeah, we started doing wrapped sandwiches this spring, just to like help people have options beyond
Yeah.
soup. I like to think of us as like a good place to stop to like pack your cooler up before you're heading to the beach, or like, you know, out on a mission for the day, you know, you're going on a road trip, like whatever you're doing. So it's like, yeah, we'll make your sandwiches. We'll we'll make your cold beverages.
Do we call ahead for this? Like, I'm gonna get a pizza, throw
Yeah.
in some shrimps,
A hot dog,
couple bag of chips.
butternut squash, hot dog,
Yeah.
ice cream scoop,
Shrimps.
please, before I go. Little
This
scrimp.
is great.
Yeah.
It's your one-stop shop.
I mean, you know, I have all like the big girl tech, so you can go onto our website at
Hell yeah.
Lily's Soups and Scoops, and you can like, you know, if you know you're going to go somewhere on Saturday and you want to order right now because you're thinking about it and you're like with your people and you guys are like planning out your menu, yeah, you can schedule it. You can just go in and be like, I want these grilled cheeses and I want these drinks and I want this, and I'm going to pick it up at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, and I'll get that now. And we'll make it for you.
I think I'm gonna make you part of my new meal prep
Word.
because I really want to get into soups. One of the holistic people that I follow online says you should be having soup for dinner every night. That should be your final meal of the day. I would love to do that. So
Be honest.
Nice.
what?
You want the cookies, you slut.
How dare you? How dare you call
It's
me
not
out?
about the soups. It's about the cookies with you.
How dare you do to me what I would do to you, you son of a bitch?
I'm going to share like my life hack that
Yes.
has helped me, my soup hack. I will start like Monday at my shop and I have like a bunch of different sizes that you can get in for soups, but I'll just get like the first one. It's like 8 ounces of soup. It's a cup, and I'll make 5 of them. I'll be like, okay, chicken noodle, Portuguese kale, whatever I want, or just all chicken noodles some days because I don't want to make decisions when I have to get up. I have kids. Like I'm up in the morning. Like, yo, we have things to do. Decisions are not part of it. And because you know what sucks? Breakfast.
Oh man.
And I will take 1 cup of that soup. I will put it in the microwave for like 45 seconds and I just slurp it down. And then I can get in the car and then I can go and like I'm hydrated. I got my protein. I got like my veg. I got a little
calorie
everything.
dense. Like you're just like you're
Exactly.
I was just
it's
gonna
your protein
ask,
bar, but it's
Exactly.
a soup instead.
Right.
Far more
you-
satiating too.
Do you have the macros for people who count calories? Do you have all that for?
Yeah.
Oh, chill out, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, hey, you know, I've been trying to
I
share
need
a
to
couple
count my
lbs.
calories.
This
Word.
camera is not my best angle, so I got.
That's just both of our postures. You
Yeah,
from
true.
gaming and me from being on my phone. We're here talking about being, you know,
We're open.
we got to get one of those things for our shoulders. Lily, what are your store hours?
8 to 8,
Every day?
Monday to Saturday.
Monday
We're
to
closed
Saturday.
on Sundays.
Close on Sundays.
As you
That's
should
it.
be.
8 to 8.
How about doing business in Rhode Island? Like
God.
as a Rhode Island gal, like, you do love doing business in Rhode Island?
You know, I fucking liked you, and now I'm throwing shit at you. Oh God, we're so highly regulated. So highly regulated. Everything that we do needs a license and a permit, and it's $100. Every one of them. You know how many I have? Because I have a broth company and I have a restaurant. I'm selling ready-to-eat food because it's ice cream. Like I have all.
Have they
of
caught
them.
wind of your hot dogs yet? That's going to be another license in and of itself. I'm sure Oneyville probably has like a trademark on that. If
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God. Right. And like, I remember as a kid, like, you know, we got like 5 all the way up some hairy guy's arm.
Right.
And
That's
my
the flavor.
dad's like, yo, let's go. It's Sunday morning. Let's do this. Get in the truck. And now it's like, I mean, that was gross, but
That's okay. We're past.
That's
he
my
loves it.
order, so you have
more
me
hair,
sold.
more hair, the better, and it holds the flavor.
right.
That's great.
No, like I'm super passionate about food safety and I do love that. But the business licensing and the regulation is it's hard to keep up with, man.
You would think, being such a small state and how prideful they are with their business month and
Yeah.
all that stuff, like all the businesses, they'd make it a smidge easier for us.
Man.
It is not.
It is not. And I think it's a big barrier to entry for people to start new things, right? Like there's so many ways that you can look at building a brand or starting something new. And like, that's already kind of scary because there's a million people online who want to tell you how to do it. And if you're not doing it this way, you're not doing these 5 things
Right.
and your grid doesn't look like this,
Yeah.
like you're suck. And
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, I don't.
Yeah.
None of that matters.
Right.
And like we are creative and we're cool. Providence is the creative capital, for God's sake. Like that's in their branding. And, you know, here we are being like, okay, pause. Like, did you pay, you know, Sally down at town hall?
Right.
Also like, don't forget to pay your town.
Yeah.
You know, in
Gotta
Rhode
pay
Island.
your town, your city, your like it's
Yes.
a madness.
Yes. You know, the taxation for meals and beverage taxes for restaurants in Rhode Island, we pay an extra % to our town.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Do better, Rhode Island.
This is honestly why I constantly like harp. People say that I'm just like, I don't mean to be bah humbug, but I'm just like, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it's like,
Yeah.
Rhode Island is beautiful. Yes. But beauty can only get you so far when you have to wake up and go to work and have
Tell
kids,
me
raise a
about it.
family,
God,
run a
hair
business.
toss.
It's like, thank God I'm a
You should get a
TikToker.
tax credit for all this stuff in Rhode Island being so small. It's so complicated.
You gotta get a really good accountant.
Yeah. I
Can
see
you
what
go get
did
me the
there.
shirt? Awesome. Not bad catch for JV, huh?
Hey.
I also wanted to point out that this is a So New England podcast first.
Is it really? Nobody's made you a shirt
No
yet?
one's made me a shirt yet, a custom shirt. Life's better with soup.
Yes.
So this is going to be the new merch line you're going to see over at Lily's Soups and Scoops.
Word.
We're gonna collab on this, but we're gonna find a way to make it a very long because it's gonna say life's better with soup, hot dogs,
Yep.
grilled cheese,
Yep.
cookies, ice cream, boba, chicken Caesar wraps, and
I do make
Pizza, shrimp,
pizza,
There you go.
shrimp,
Yep.
chips,
Yep.
all
Go.
the beach essentials.
and a crisp high five on the way out.
Yep, they also sell sunscreen.
Oh, I should do that.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have given
another
you that
license.
idea. I'm sorry, I take that back.
It's another license.
Oh my God, I bet you're right.
Too many licenses. Lily, where can everybody find you online? What's the best place to make an order? And give us, let's do the address and hours one more time for everybody.
Yeah, come play with me on Instagram at Soups and Scoops.
As you guys can tell, a very, very fun personality, worth
Yes.
to follow, I
We are
promise.
very unserious over there. But you can also find out like what new soups we're doing, what new things we're adding to the menu, as we've discussed.
Yes.
That we do that. You can find us in person at 1850 Broad Street in Cranston, Rhode Island. We are open 8 to 8, Monday to Saturday. We are closed on Sundays, but that's it. And you can find us and order and see what we're doing at liliessoupsandscoops.com. And you can order there too. And I do suggest that is the pro tip. If you go directly to really any restaurant you like, if you go directly to their website and order from there, you save a couple bucks and the restaurant gets to keep more money. And the tips that you send them go to the staff instead of companies like DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber taking their fees.
Perfect. I love it. Lily, thank you so much for your time today. We had such a blast getting to tell your story and chopping it up here. And we both definitely, I think all three of us look forward very much to not only enjoying the scoops that you brought, thank you very much, but stopping in and checking it out for ourselves.
Yeah, come see me.
Yes. All right, folks, that is going to conclude episode 8 of the Business Spotlight at the So New England podcast. Please try and remember, folks, life's better with soups and scoops. Yes.
Red Sox crack and the Celtics fly. Patriots fight and the Bruins grind.